It's the kind of tired that sleep won't fix. How do I get out of three-figure hell? €400 net worth. Or no, that's 400 British pounds net worth.
That's like $5.
Yeah. I'm a poor AF student at university. I've been doing day trading with futures and I've been making a profit, but I only make small amounts because I'm so poor. I also need to use this money to live, and with university work, I don't have the time for a job. What do, Biz? Share your wisdom with me.
Knee pads.
Yeah, there's not too many friendly replies to that.
His knee pads is on there, right? Biz is a different place. Knee pads isn't on
there. Knee pads has been missed on this. Yeah.
It's time to go home.
There's biztoken.org. What is this? How have I not seen this? Okay, biztoken.org is based. I don't know anything about the project here, though, but I like the...
Are we endorsing biztoken.org?
Not fully, no. I don't know where they stand or anything about them, but...
I'm old forever.
Stop this shitty doggo / cute token. Don't be a retard.
I'm happy with my real meme token.
No yield farming or listing on Potato Exchange. We'll do it the old school way.
What's the old school way?
A pre-sale.
An illegal ICO.
Yeah. They're really pushing the envelope here.
What does the tokenomics say there?
So the token sale is the red. Create pool on DeFi exchange. So that's like a good quarter of it. Community bounty is like an eighth. And then team gets like half of that. So it's not actually bad tokenomics if that's true.
Yeah, it's good. It's just enough to exit scam.
Yes, sir.
There's a major disconnect right now between reality and fantasy when it comes to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchain technology.
Slow, expensive, and unreliable.
I think they all have zero value. I think they're going to zero.
It's just gambling. I mean, you want to gamble, go to Vegas. Vegas is fabulous.
So it's just not a real thing, and eventually it'll be the emperor's out close.
It's kind of monopoly money. It's like we can talk about it.
So my daughter bought some Bitcoin and it went up, and she thinks she's a genius now, but
I mean, you better get on the bus of Bitcoin, or else you're just like, you're left behind.
This is the Bags to Riches podcast, the show where nothing is real except the infinite possibilities in crypto.
On there.
Ooh, welcome to the 11th episode of the Bags to Riches podcast.
On there.
Perpetually on there. Perpetually up 10x.
Perpetually not dumb.
And so we're gonna bring you some news for the beginning of the show. And
love my news.
This week is it's slow in news in terms of news on paper, but the market has grown significantly.
We give you the important stuff in digestible sizes.
How much do you say we gained in market cap here?
It looks like it was about $500 billion.
Holy shit. And so the media seems to be jumping on this and saying that it is a result of MasterCard expanding its cryptocurrency support.
No, it's because my boy Elon.
Yeah, so it's either you believe it's Elon Musk or MasterCard is the reason Bitcoin's going up. It's like you need these copes.
It's only Gene Simmons throwing money into Dogecoin.
Yeah. So it's like MasterCard expands cryptocurrency support, citing growing interest. And it said Wednesday it plans to expand cryptocurrency program, and it will allow holders of payment cards to buy, hold, and exchange multiple traditional currencies and some cryptocurrencies.
Some.
And so I kind of took a look into it to look at MasterCard's throughput, and it turns out that they process about 74 billion, somewhere in that range, a year, and their market cap is in like just under 240 billion. And so I mean, compared to Bitcoin, it's like the thing that I'm confused about here is it's like, who has a MasterCard and wasn't able to already do this on Coinbase? It doesn't seem like it's really adding that much accessibility to that many people. Like, it's like the difference between downloading an app and not.
I love downloading apps.
Who knows even, like, it says the currency will always enter MasterCard's network as traditional fiat currency. So, like, it doesn't seem like they're going to hold, like, extra, treasury of Bitcoin. But I also did some research. It looks like, I didn't know this, but MasterCard started as a response to the original Visa, which was the Bank of America Corp. Launching a bank card in the 50s. And so regional credit card providers came together to launch MasterCard in 1966. And it was known as Interbank.
Sounds incredibly sophisticated and far above my head.
It's like, I want to see the diskette that just says, like, Interbank, like the internet on Tim and Eric.
The diskette, it's like on film.
Yeah. Yeah, diskette, sorry. Wow. Okay.
It's in the 50s.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Would have
But,
been a paper card.
So I'm not going to delve too much deeper into MasterCard processing, because it's amazing that people have made that such a big story. When it's like, it seems like people who are into crypto should have, like, ignored that on principle, you know? It's like, the entire idea is that you don't have to care what fucking MasterCard does.
Yeah, well, I mean, takes what people know to draw them into something that they completely don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like the Motley Fool method, except they're just entirely, stay away from that interesting thing.
I saw it on like YouTube. If you're not signed in, you'll get shilled crypto now on the front page, which is kind of funny. They added a whole currencies section just to encapsulate Bitcoin, basically.
What?
And so it definitely seems like we're entering the stage of it being shilled to normies.
So it's at the peak.
Yeah, now is the time to sell. I know we say that every episode, but
sounds like the peak.
sounds like the dying gasps to me, you know.
The dying gasps. Yeah, the bottom. It just hit the bottom. Just hit the bottom.
And I also have that we were talking about India the other week. We talked about Nigeria last week. But now there's more
officially
talk
priced
that India's
out.
talking to, like, completely ban cryptocurrency, which is it's so much like China FUD last time, where they'll come out with a story where India's, like, looking to make their own crypto, or they're, like, looking for a way to, like, onboard more users to crypto, and it looked like they were almost, like, promoting it. But then, like, a month later, they're, like, banning it. And that was, like, exactly from the playbook of China in 2017.
Yeah, no doubt. Even we got Bloomberg saying India will go ahead with a complete ban on investment cryptocurrencies. They are, they're giving them a transition period to exit the holdings.
A 3 to 6 month transition period.
3 to 6 months to leave the country. Why? Yeah, it's because the Indian government got priced out, and now they're salty.
Yeah, so now it won't just be Westerners asking where to expatriate during the crypto golden bull run.
Well, we're gonna have some interesting conversations with Bob's.
Well, I mean, let's say you're a crypto millionaire. Maybe you actually get the access to the bobs that you always wanted, you know?
Yeah, but if you're a crypto millionaire in India, I feel like you have like you're probably very public about it. You know, like you're probably just like, check it out.
I guess like most of them probably have a YouTube.
Yeah, they got a YouTube. They got what is that app? Telegram.
Yeah, Telegram. Man, big Telegram.
They got big Telegram.
They got big Telegram over there.
They got big Telegram. Yeah, big friend, big scam call center ready to go. Just armed and ready.
The only other story I have for news is that a crypto kid had a $23,000 a month condo, and then the feds came. And so Stephen Quinn is the crypto kid at the center of this, and he was just 17. He was just 19 when he claimed to have the secret cryptocurrency trading.
Wow.
So this is
we should get him on the show.
You know, this is kind of an archetype here, you know? And so he's so buoyed with youthful confidence. This is from Yahoo Finance. Chris Dolmetsch, this great writing.
Thank you.
It is actually not too bad. Buoyed with youthful confidence, Quinn, self-proclaimed math prodigy from Australia, dropped out of college in 2016 to start a hedge fund in New York he called Virgil Capital. Virgile Capital.
Viral.
He told potential clients he had developed an algorithm called Tenjin to monitor cryptocurrency exchanges around the world to seize on price fluctuations. A little more than a year after it started, he bragged the fund had returned 500%, a claim that produced a flurry of new money from investors. He became so flush with cash, Quinn signed a lease in September 2019 for a $23,000 a month apartment in 50th West, a 64-story luxury condo building in the financial district with expansive views of lower Manhattan, as well as a pool, sauna, steam room, hot tub, and golf simulator. So they're really trying to paint the picture of a crypto kid here. And,
really crypto king kid.
So I guess that it was the entire operation, according to the feds, was a lie, essentially a Ponzi scheme that stole about $90 million. Yeah, so he says, I knew what I was doing was wrong and illegal, he told U.S. District Attorney. I deeply regret my actions and will spend the rest of my life atoning for what I did. I'm profoundly sorry for the harm my selfish behavior has caused to many investors who trusted in me, my employees, and my family. So I didn't actually read this article when I clicked on the title. I thought that it was a guy who had to pay a bunch of taxes to the feds.
Sounds like a brilliant genius.
Yeah. This is hardly like this. Like he was he claimed that he was a crypto kid, but he's not really a crypto kid then.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's your fault if you're paying a 19-year-old for investment advice.
Well, like anybody who says they have the secret to trading. You know,
nobody says they have the secret to anything.
That would, raise some alarm bells.
I wonder where he was shilling to.
Yeah, I guess it looks like it was Manhattan, though.
Manhattan, boy.
I mean, that's why he's not around anymore. You know,
there.
you can't deal with you can't screw over the sophisticated people of New York. And
yeah, you cannot be more sophisticated than the people of New York. Well,
but yeah, so it's like that's like it has almost nothing to do with cryptocurrency other than his grift mentions.
Yeah, did he even? Could you imagine being this kid and instead of like putting that money into what you're saying you're putting it into, buying renting a condo?
Well, what's this is like the way that Yahoo Finance is like. I read a couple more paragraphs of this, and it's like it's kind of trying to frame it as like because of cryptocurrency, like it's crypto's to blame, kind of.
This is what it does to you.
And it's like this is like literally like a traditional market guy starting a hedge fund and scammed everybody, and so it has nothing to do with crypto.
I just can't get over, this kid's smart enough to put on this scam, but not smart enough to do anything good with the money.
He's not smart enough to get out either.
Yeah, he's not
You'd
smart
think he
enough
would
to
have
get out.
expatriated from
Right.
Manhattan. But anyway, I think that we could probably move on to the Motley Fool section here.
You know what I want to do, Josh?
What's that?
I want to forget about Bitcoin, which is what 6 of their articles are. But I got a good one. I got a better one instead because they finally changed their tune.
Okay.
Well, one person working for the Fool changed their tune, and it's Katie Brockman. Send us an email. It says, "Should you invest in Bitcoin right now?" Can you believe this?
Wow. This is
What
from
just-
the Fool? I'm watching.
This is from the Fool. They finally changed their tune.
So
I
are they
can't believe it.
really saying that you should invest?
Well, let's find out.
Okay. But
So
is it the
she
right
says
time
some
to
nice
buy?
things. She says some nice things, but there's also a little note here saying weighing the risk and reward. Has a chart. The chart's really interesting, but let me read this first. It says between 2017 and 2019, for instance, Bitcoin jumped from around $1,000 to more than $17,000 before it plummeted back down to $3,000. And the chart they show at the end between January 17 and the end of 2018, you're still up 300%.
Yeah, they show it in percentages that you're up.
They show the drop.
Yeah, so it's like you could have been up 1.8 thousand% at the top, but now you're only up 300%.
You're only up 300% compared to Motley Fool's 600% over the last 15 years.
Yeah.
20 years.
Well, that's 100% over the first time we mentioned that. So
Well, here's the best part is they say, should you invest now? And then they have a bit that says how to invest safely. And it just says Bitcoin's an incredibly risky investment that may or may not pay off. So it's probably not the best fit for most people. But if you're eager, it's important to do it so safely. And then they talk about making a portfolio and everything.
Do
And
they
then
do this
talk-
with any other investment type? Like where they say you...
We should,
yeah, like say,
we should
say this
research.
part.
They'll be like, Fiverr? Forget Fiverr. Here's 8 cannabis stocks you should invest in.
Yeah, but it says aim to invest in at least 10 to 15 different companies from multiple different industries, or opt for index funds or mutual funds to further limit your risk. Because Bitcoin's
Right?
so volatile. It's like there's no way, like that's the case basically for any investment that they say you should diversify, right?
They say how to invest safely, but they don't
Yeah.
actually tell you at all how to get into it, which is I guess they shouldn't be giving that advice given
Yeah.
who they are.
But they act like this is like an entire
Fuck.
like level of risk higher to invest in like Bitcoin than traditional stocks. That they
Yeah,
have
it's
to
like
put
you might
how
end
to
up
invest.
being 300% up.
Yeah, they don't put how to invest safely when they show you to buy Fiverr. It's not like, we'll be
No,
careful.
they're like click this link and go to
Yeah, put your money in
it,
now.
Buy it from the company we work with.
Yeah.
This probably has it. Oh yeah. Oh, when they tag the stocks, it'll take you to their charts,
Yeah.
and then it'll take you to where you can buy. Just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
The Fool always delivers. Oh,
Always delivers.
they're
I think
asking the
that's-
question: will Bitcoin breach the U.S. $75,000 mark in 2021?
Will common sense breach the skulls of those at Motley Fool?
It's like, where do they come up with these numbers? Like,
They
why
probably
75,000 exactly?
Well, you see, it's very sophisticated methods that they use to technically analyze the technicals.
Oh, wait, we have a classic Motley Fool story. Warren Buffett beat Bitcoin with this one tech stock in 2021.
Wait. They still got a direct line to Warren Buffett?
We should save these pages and look back on them at the end of
Oh my
2021
God.
because
We should.
this one will be
Yeah.
probably really funny.
You're using your noggin, Josh. You always do.
So he's saying to buy Shopify. So TLDR. Buy Shopify and you'll beat Bitcoin, and you don't have to deal with any of this crypto crap anymore.
TLDR. Warren Buffett says Shopify, and if price goes down, you can sue him.
He says this is direct financial advice to each individual listening. So
This is direct financial advice, and you've given your time, therefore your money, because when you give time, you should get paid.
absolutely.
And you didn't get paid, so he took your money.
So do we
Right.
have any questions from the email bag here?
Yeah, well, we could put some time into these, given that we don't really have so many viewers, but we could just rapid fire them because it seems like we got a lot.
Yeah, we'll answer any question that you send to our email, bags2riches@protonmail.com, and that's 2 like number 2.
Too cool,
Yeah.
too riches.
Yeah, like the opposite of
Oh yeah, like the number 2.
yeah,
Like 1
like in the
plus
toilet.
1 is equal to, like in the toilet. Is it pointless to invest in Bitcoin if you cannot buy a whole one? That's
Oh,
what the one viewer
well, that's a
asks.
very good question.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Next question.
like, if you can't buy a whole one, like, are you really gonna make it?
Are you really gonna make it if you can't buy 21?
Yeah, and I mean, like, you're only supposed to invest what you can afford to lose. So,
That's
I
right,
mean,
but
are you maxing that out and it's not even one?
In that case, is it possible to invest $200 in Bitcoin and get 1,000 after 1 week? No.
It's possible, I guess.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm gonna say no because sometimes the truth is just the thing you need to hear, and it's not like the objective truth. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. Which is exactly the next. Oh, yeah, that's why you also need the truth for, is anyone really making money from Bitcoin trading?
Oh. No. No.
They're
Well,
just making numbers on a screen.
the big
it's not
big
real.
money is made by manipulation, not trading, per se.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not like they're going out there like, oh, we got to look at the charts and like make the right move to,
Yeah.
catch this wave or whatever. No, it's like,
I gotta benefit my neighbors by trading, and we're gonna
we're
trade
gonna
goods.
pump the price or dump the price.
You're
and
gonna
then
get cattle. I'm
squeeze
gonna
all the
get
shorts.
donkey. You're gonna get mad. You're gonna lose number on screen. It's all. It's not real.
All your screens are brown.
All your screens are in the toilet. And then for some reason this guy needed Quora. I don't know. He ended up in this position and need. Oh, sorry. Our email. It says, "I've got a lot of Bitcoins right now, and I'm willing to trade them in for money. What would be the most reasonable way to do this?" Donation.
Yes, we have a link right in the description of the podcast. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on a podcast app, you can send all of your Bitcoin straight to that address.
Yes, perfect. I like that answer.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then,
like, you know where it's going. I mean, like, that way it's not just lost for no reason or given to some random traders.
Yeah, and we'll keep you in mind. We,
Yeah.
well, help a brother out in the future. We'll be like, hey, remember that guy who was real kind?
Yeah, see, we envision ourselves as just, being kind of aggregators. Like, we'll channel crypto into where it needs to go for the greater crypto multimedia project.
We'll do better with it than you will.
Yes,
we'll
that's
put it
almost
to use.
guaranteed.
100.2.
Yeah.
And
So it's
last
really the best
question.
investment that you can make this bull season.
Last investment you'll make this bull season, and you won't regret it at all.
Well, I'm gonna read one of these.
Oh yeah, you know
Um,
what? Take her away. I just got this weird bearded man with a bowler hat on my screen now.
Will Bitcoin crash again?
Yes.
Yeah, unequivocally, yes. It definitely will crash again. And you don't really need much more than that. You should probably, like, the safest thing would be to get out if you're already in it, because it will crash again.
And you'll be like, no, I don't like when it does that.
Yeah.
Or you'll enjoy the ride.
I mean, how could you possibly lose if you just take it out now?
Right?
Like, you're already up, right?
Either way, what do you got to lose?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not like you could have bought at a higher price than it is right now.
It's not like you sold everything you have to try and buy something that's 7 million% up.
Well, it's not like you bought XRP.
It's not like you matter.
Certainly not. Well, with that, we'll, unless you have a last question here.
We did the Motley Foolish time thing, right?
We did the Motley Fool report, we did the news, and we opened the emails.
Wow, and now we're gonna do real interesting things after this.
Well,
interesting thing.
when after the break, get ready for the biggest losers in cryptocurrency.
Crypto author Jason Williams threw down the gauntlet, and now Euro Pacific Capital Peter Schiff. Peter, you know, I've been reading on social media where this whole thing, you actually started this whole thing. Many are saying that you're jealous, that gold has lost its luster, and that it's just, you know, the arguments are great, except Bitcoin fills those arguments better.
Look, all Bitcoin is the latest iteration of fool's gold, and anybody buying it is ultimately a fool. Sure, if you bought it and it went up, you have the opportunity to sell to another person who doesn't realize that it's just a scheme. But most people are hodling it. They're not going to sell it because they're under the delusion that Bitcoin is going to be money one day. Well, it's never going to be money. It doesn't fit the very definition of money. Money needs to be a commodity. It needs to have actual value unto itself, not just a use as a medium of exchange. Now, in America today and most of the world, nobody actually uses money. We use currency, which is a money substitute. And there are two types of currency. There's legitimate currency where you have paper that is issued but backed by real money, which is what the Federal Reserve used to issue in the United States. And then you have fiat currency, which is paper money backed by nothing, which is what we have now. Well, Bitcoin is like a fiat digital currency. It's backed by nothing, except it doesn't even have legal tender status. So it's worse than traditional fiat currencies. And people who are buying it are going to wake up one day and they're just going to be a bag holder. Just going to be a bag holder. Just going to be a bag holder. Just going to be a bag holder.
I guess I can listen to this later.
Well, some things can't be helped. But you know what can be helped?
What can be helped?
Your losses. Ha! But first, you'll have to unlobotomize yourself, because if you're here, you're clearly missing your frontal cortex.
Yeah, what are you doing in the crypto space right now?
These poor people. We got
like, don't
number
you realize
74.
that you're late?
Don't you realize just how silly you are to throw money at Insight Chain?
Insight Chain. Wow. So it's got like kind of like a bird, like a raven or something as the
down.
Oh no, it's like a hawk.
63%, dude. Yeah, it's like a hawk.
Like a falcon or something.
Like a real interesting thing.
And it's got an interesting chart, that's for sure.
Interesting chart.
Take a look at the chart.
Let's see that interesting chart.
I'm looking at the 1 year, whatever is default here.
Whoa, this is very interesting chart.
It's got one of those diagonal charts, like perfectly diagonal, that's impossible.
It's got one of those straight lines.
Yeah, so you just wonder what's happening there. And it's at a $673 million market cap. And can you imagine that you haven't heard of this?
What?
Like, I'm assuming that anybody listening also hasn't heard of this, because, you know, even after months, I haven't heard of this.
Well, this clearly is a scam. Listen to this.
What's
An
that?
EOS-based platform to establish Wall Street-like financial order in the blockchain domain.
What does that even mean? And why do we
That
want
means
that?
they're a little bit late to the party. The website doesn't load.
The website
and,
doesn't load. So they're on EOS.
Yes.
So when did they start? They
Well,
started...
they're actually on Ethereum still.
So they haven't made the port yet, but they started trading in August 2018. So
Yes.
yeah, this is an example of the type of project that, you know, maybe you just leave behind this crypto bull run. And it seems like the market has, because it's down 62% on the week against Bitcoin.
Weak.
Very weak this week.
Very
Very mad. Probably
incredibly
people
weak.
involved in that a little bit mad. But I mean,
Something's
what could
going
you
on.
expect if nobody can go to the website?
Yeah, if nobody can go to the website.
So that's actually like
Yes.
down like almost twice as much as like the next thing.
Yeah, hard to tell. I really, something's really buggy with this chart, first of all.
Yeah.
And then second of all,
You can never trust
Yeah.
these crypto aggregators.
yeah. But I mean,
You
who
can only
knows?
trust them enough to make a list of coins that we make fun of. But if you're trying to take it
Insight still just
seriously,
sounds like a problem. Anyway, from there
Okay,
we
go
got
ahead.
100 places behind that is ample fourth.
That's
Down
been on
37.5%.
here, hasn't it?
Dude, I think it's been on here. It's been shilled relentlessly by people on Biz.
So this is another of the oracles. And I do remember
Yeah,
talking
this
about
is
this
one-
because they have the cool 3D screensaver type thing
Oh,
on their
that's
website.
right. They got the weird little Orbulon.
The rebasing cryptocurrency.
Yeah, rebasing, not based.
It's like Bitcoin, except it can be used in contracts. It's like,
Wow, that's a scary week.
Yeah, so just like they've managed to maintain dollar value, which is really like it's kind of like the
I don't know what you're talking about. It says down 20% there.
well, I mean, but if you look at their chart, like the max chart in dollar value, they're basically kind of sideways trading.
I guess so.
In the 7 days, it does look bad, but they were up if you look at the 30 days.
Where?
Yeah. So, but I mean, that's the thing though, is it's very deceiving in crypto, in altcoins, that they maintain their dollar value almost or close to maintaining it, while it's losing a ton versus Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Sounds like XRP. Are you talking
Exactly.
about XRP?
Oh well, it is an altcoin. It's not, it's not Bitcoin.
It's not Bitcoin.
So what do we have next? Who else is mad this week?
Well, let me tell you about my friend Morpheus. He's giving you black pills because he's down 30%.
Both hands, black pills.
Yeah, all you get is black pills.
Well,
but damn,
they-
if
they
they
were,
aren't happy
up.
enough seeing that they're up 2,000% in the last year.
Yeah, they are very up, so you can expect a correction at some point. Because
Yeah,
if there's
that is
one
a
thing I've
correction.
learned, it doesn't just go up forever.
Well, consider if you go up 2,000%, you don't have to go down 2,000% to hit zero.
No, and the people around you are also up 2,000% and want to dump because wow, that's enough profits to make it.
Yeah, don't trust anyone to hold, especially boomers.
Really, don't trust people to hold ever. Like that's
Really, if you end up in a pump and dump group and you got one guy named Bob and he's 50+ years old, and you know he's not gonna hold it. He's
Yeah.
never even if it goes up 50%, that's the most gain he's ever made in his entire life, all years combined.
Well, and everybody
gonna
can be
hold.
like 1 week, be like, I'm gonna hold forever, and then the next week when it's like, when it makes a move,
They buy a
everything's
boat.
different. Yeah, everything becomes different the next week. So you just have to keep that in mind. Unless there's a reason for them to hold, unless they're like, unless there's a promise of them getting a huge benefit for not dumping on you, then they're just going to do it. And so you can count on that. It's like even in these coins that have like a lot of hype behind them, it's like when you see them go up like 10x off the bat, they're gonna have to go down because people have to sell, people have to take profits on 10x. Come on, guys. They're not like you're not gonna see like a little baby dip and then it just keeps going up forever.
Didn't listen, not selling.
It's like it's fair enough to not swing, like it's fair enough to hold through the dip, like that's it's a strategy that works for a lot of people because you're not wasting gas fees on trading and you're not risking losing your position by swinging.
I've never won on swinging.
I honestly, the most I've won on swings is 40%, and the most I've lost is like life-changing opportunities.
Oh, Josh.
So
we're not talking.
So don't swing. Don't.
We won't talk about it.
Well, actually, it's almost back down into reinvestment levels. So.
It's almost there. Wow, I did see that. I was like, "Whoa, interesting thing."
Yeah, so I'm holding out for hopefully. We'll not talk about that.
We'll not talk about that. We'll move on to Unibright at 172, down 28%.
What, we managed to get different freaking things again? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's
well,
fine,
I'm
that's
also
fine.
a no-brainer.
No, that's fine. I got yours in the other tab here. I was just screwed up.
Perfect.
I just was
okay.
excited because I saw Vitae was in that spot, but we can talk about that.
I don't know. That doesn't even excite me. It kind of bores me.
All right, so we're going to look at Unibright instead in this spot, which is down 27% on the week against Bitcoin. And it has a market cap of 120 million. So that's, pretty standard mid-cap territory.
Yeah, what is this? It'll be the first unified framework for blockchain-based business integration, yawn.
So it just is nothing.
I'm literally falling asleep reading that. It's so boring.
Enterprise blockchain solutions from Germany. So what? Now they're gonna leech off of Germany's good reputation to.
Hey company, wouldn't it be nice to put your thing on blockchain? How do you even sell this?
So they
nowadays?
have consulting. We listen, design, and build.
This isn't even, their token has no value.
I can't tell what they're trying to do here, even really though.
They're trying
in terms of economics, their token, I don't know what it does.
They would provide services to businesses to put their stuff on.
So their token is
blockchain.
used to so that you can contract them to make you a contract and to integrate it with your business.
Yeah,
it's like, why does that need to be a token? Why can't you just even do that in fiat?
Their token is literally, you buy their token to pay their company.
Yeah, it's like just paying them with extra steps.
And then you get stuck with this fucking token.
Yeah, it's like you're supposed to speculate that the value's going to go up, and then you can start a cryptocurrency based on like a greater fool buying your bags later on.
Are you supposed to speculate that like this company will stay in business and you'll be able to use their token to keep your data on chain?
Yeah, how does the consulting work? Like who gets to do the consulting, and how is that selected?
How does this work?
Wow, there's just so many questions with this, and I'm not really interested in the answers even, because it's like, even if this is very successful at that, it's like, how big could a market cap of a thing that all it does is like integrate stuff into your business? Like, if you don't actually need the token to use it after that, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. And investing in this won't make you any sense either. It's going to make you lose sense. So don't.
And next we have. Are you also looking at Bitcoin? I'm looking at Bitcoin Vault on mine being next.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I thought this was the same as yours. Okay.
Well, I must have done a big dumb brain again.
Okay,
That's
well, either
fine.
way, Bitcoin
Don't talk about
Vault,
it.
people are mad,
Bitcoin
and we've already
Vault.
talked about them.
What was that again? That was just actually
Extra level of
scam?
security based on 3 private key security feature. So it's like, it's basically Bitcoin with security.
It's it seems like it'd be more dangerous to have multiple.
It's certainly more risky to put your money in this.
Yes.
And it's at 620 million on its way to 0. And then also Vitae people are definitely still mad, whether or not they're on your list. Because they're down 28% on the week in Bitcoin, approximately.
If you don't know what Vitae is yet, go listen to an old episode.
Yes, they still manage to find something major to lose every week, and they've managed to be in our biggest losers. They've been mad every week, I think, of this podcast so far.
They've fallen beyond 100 positions.
They have, and like at the beginning, the percentage gain on the year was in the thousands, and now it's at 192%. If you got in at the beginning of the year, you could be up. Or a year ago, I guess.
Yeah, if you just timed it right with Vitae's pump and dump.
Yeah.
Josh, I don't know what the heck the next one is.
Well, I'm looking at MadeSafe coin.
Yeah,
Which is it's a classic Bittrex play.
I remember this being a Bittrex play, but not ever knowing what it is.
It's blockchain-based storage solutions that store a data identifier in a blockchain, but store the data somewhere else. So it's like you're kind of just putting the private key of your data on the blockchain. And it says that somewhere else still needs to be secured, and if this data can be deleted, our access denied, these solutions are not fit for purpose. The Safe Network will remove people from the management of our information to protect the world's data. So
okay,
I am kind of confused as to.
But your investment's not protected because you're going to be down.
Yes, you are going to be down, and it is
20.
It is actually if you look at the price, the fiat price has gone up.
Don't care.
I guess on the week
You're down 21% on Sats.
Yeah, and like you'd be down a lot on Sats if you were in this for any long period of time. You'd basically be down in Sats if you bought this after June 2017.
I've always said if
you'd be hella down in Sats.
If it's below its 2017, 2018 value, it's not. You're not gonna make it.
And if it's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, I guess.
Yeah, just like.
But
the
either
next ones.
those aren't below any highs, so they don't even count, I guess.
Well, I got one that lives up to its name. It's red at any time of the year, any time, the week, the month. We got DAI.
DAI.
But this is at rank 37.
Where there's smoke, DAI.
Why is this dropped so hard in SAT value? This is a stablecoin.
It is supposed to be a stablecoin.
So is that saying that the US dollar has dropped 20% against Bitcoin?
It does seem that way. It's tough for me to imagine a way to for me to index the US dollar, I guess.
See, I didn't actually know about DAI. I knew about USDC, Tether, and whatever else.
Yeah.
But I didn't know DAI was MakerDAO's stablecoin.
Yeah, I think that like these are decentralized, the DAIs. I think that's what makes them the deal that they are.
So that's really funny that the US dollars.
Yeah. Let's see US dollar in the news.
I don't think it actually means that. It's just because this is stuck at 1% that relative to Bitcoin. Or $1 that relative to Bitcoin. It's
well, yeah, but
lost quite a lot of value.
But it's like Bitcoin isn't up 20, is it?
I mean, in the last week, dude, that's where we kind of had the jump to 48K now at 25 up.
I just didn't know if it was up that much on the week. Okay, that makes sense then.
Scary stuff, man.
Yeah.
Very scary stuff.
So what do we got next on the losers here? It's GNY.
You know, they say you get euphoric at this point, and you won't know when the top is because you're gonna feel so good.
Yeah, it gets the best of us.
Gets the best of you, even if you're a genie.
Yeah, even if you're a genie. So we talked about Genie last week. It's Deep Brain 2.0. And don't really need much
even
more
worse
on that. And that's down 20% on the week in Sats, sitting at number 20 or 105.
Oof, they left the top 100. Bye
bye, Genie.
Bye.
And it's sitting at 319 million, so that is a lot to lose. It had a big pump, and this is the dump. So feel it so you know what a dump feels like.
Yeah, go take a shit. It's like taking a shit. Kind of like taking a shit. And
Yeah,
like being
it's
in
like
hell. It's kind of like taking a shit in hell.
It's like number 2 in Bags to Riches.
Number 2
at protonmail.com. And so, like, rounding out the list, we have Swissborg. CHSB is the ticker. It's at 818 million market cap. It's up 4,000% on the year.
Jeez.
And it's recently had quite a pump. So this is when you kind of expect a little bit of a dump.
This is when you want to get dumpy.
I cannot believe that this is a coin that's like almost $1 billion. Like,
why not?
Well, because I was in on this when it was a KuCoin project and it sucked. And all it was like an AI trading platform thing. Like, it's supposed to be a bot that traded based on everybody's sentiment on the app, and it paid you to give your sentiment basically by rewarding you for correctly predicting market prices.
Oh, that's right.
And so I can't believe that this is at almost $1 billion, because it's like, even when I was valuing it for my investment in it, I was like maybe like 50 million or 100 million, even if it's successful. But
you put 100 million into it?
No.
I'm not surprised, Josh. You better pay taxes on that.
Okay, I'll pay.
I'm reporting you.
Yeah, I'll pay way cray taxes. I'll be able to. Let's just buy a country instead.
I'm reporting you to the IIRS, the Indian International Revenue Service.
And that's all our losers this week. That's who's mad, and that's all the content that we have prepared.
You can compare Bitcoin to any asset and make that argument. Why are you choosing gold? Why don't you compare it to the S&P 500? Why do you compare it to real estate or bonds? Bitcoin and gold have nothing in common. And let me finish, because you're trying to sucker some people into losing their money. Let me speak. Just because the price of Bitcoin has gone up doesn't mean anything I've ever said about it is wrong. I've always said that it was bubble.
Right.
And I've always said I have no idea how big the bubble is going to get before it pops. But what I do know for sure, and no one has proven me wrong, is that it's a bubble.